Okay, I do believe we are up. Let's get that rolling. And give me my little data sheet. Hey everybody, welcome aboard. Captain Mike here. I'm in an American Airlines aircraft, but American doesn't run a flight from Aspen to Durango, so this is basically going to be a charter flight. I'm hoping that these views actually are going to continue to work out. I made some changes on my display here, hopefully to make it easy to change stuff around. So as I go through the flight deck, you'll be able to keep an eye on what's going on outside, as well as me programming the CDU for the flight management computer. With that said, how about we get going? DC battery selected to bat. DC battery switch on guarded. Standby power switch is auto guarded. Alternate flaps are off guarded. Fuel pump switches are off. Wipers are set to park. Hydraulic pumps, electric 2 and 1 are off. Landing gear is down. We've got 3 green and 3 green on the aft overhead. Weather radar to test. Master caution reset. Fault in up. And overheat fire. Ground power is available. And AC selected at DC, ground power. And let's get set for unconditioned air. Fleet panel's good. And galley power is coming on. IRS select is to nav. Emergency exit lights are armed. And let's just cycle that switch. It's looking pretty good. And our position is in already. You should have the CDU, yes? Okay, you do. Alright, our position is already in. Brakes. Flaps are up, up, and up. And position lights. And that should take care of the pre-flight, or the originator flight, that is. And why is it removing my chocks here? Give me ground power. Interesting. I must have hit the button by mistake. Give me ground power.
Your passenger's bus is coming.
Alright, that's looking pretty good. I don't think I screwed anything up there. Alright, let's start with the aft overhead. Leading edge devices test. Service interphone is off. Engine reverses are extinguished. EEC switches are on guarded. Passenger oxygen is guarded. Crew oxygen is 13,000. Flight recorder test. Mark
Passengers boarding
1 and 2. Be a bit too early for stall warning. We'll come back to that. 3 green on the landing gear. PSEU is out. Fuel flow is good. And lights test.
Good evening, ma'am. I'm doing good.
Looks good. Alright, flight controls A and B on guarded, alternate flaps off guarded, spoilers A and B on guarded, yaw dampers on. Oh, wait, on. know what? Let me recycle that because of that power issue. And that's already in. So that should align. We'll keep going. Alright, VHF is normal, IRS is normal, FMC is normal, source select is auto, control panel set to normal, fuel temp is fine, crossfeed check, fuel pump switches are off, AC/DC panel is good, equipment cooling is normal, emergency exit lights are on, no smoking seatbelt signs on, and window heat. Let's run that test.
Passenger's bus is coming.
TAT test. That should extinguish, but it doesn't. Wing and engine and the ice are off. And electric 2-in-1 and hydraulic pumps are off. Let's get some doors open here. Oh, now it wants the IRS position. Let's put that in. And doors. Let's get those open, and let's get the cargo doors open. Test on the voice recorder. Pressurization panel looks good. There's no erroneous numbers. AC is fine. And bleed panel, let's reset. Master caution. Overheat test. Air condition, wing body overheat. Master caution, we are good there. Today's flight's 25,000. And lights, first flight. We're good there. Alright, let's get this flight management computer programmed, shall we? Going to Durango, flight number 0123. Our departure is going to be
Refueling truck is on its way.
33.
Please don't load
9.
aircraft until the fuel
And
truck
from
arrives
there we're
and
going
asks to do it.
direct. Yes, yes, okay. And on the back end we've got Durango and 3. Durango transition. And let's have a look at that. And we'll fill it in.
Passengers boarding starting.
Okay, that looks good. We're going to Linz. And then Amen.
Passengers boarding starting.
Maroon. HBU. And direct Durango. Let's go have a look at that now. And let's take a look at the charts at the same time, shall we? I'll give you that view. And ASE. We've got
Refueling truck is on its way. Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and asks to leave.
minimum 465 feet, 10,000, 343 to 9100, then a climbing left turn to 16 on 273, intercept, that's already in. And that looks good. And the restriction we have here is 9100. That looks good. Lens. And from Lynn's, Clement. And then Maroon, right back, made it back end. This, let's check. Don't believe there is, yeah, there's no arrival. So the approach into 3. Durango, we're going to be heading straight on out. Junip. 1, 2, and then we're on our way back in. And we're holding at missed approach, 75, climb right to 42. That looks pretty good.
Passengers boarding started.
Let's come on back. Alright, that looks good. Let's get our weight in here. Give you that back again. Block fuel is 117.01. And we'll put in our payload. We got a zero fuel rate of 126.7. And that will distribute our passengers and payload. So zero fuel rate is 126.7. Our reserve, final reserve is going to be 2.2. Our cost index is 18. And we've got 250 on the way up. Our plan is 11.4. Let's get our cruise winds.
Frequency 124.35. Squawk 4610.
Alright, don't run amok, Johnny. Yeah, nice. Thought I had you figured out. Top of climb, 325 at 33.
2272, read back, correct, stand by, 2272, wheels up, 00.
That's good. We're not going to derate. Our CG is 25.2. Flaps are going to be 5. And our runway slope is minus 1.7.
Passengers boarding started.
And runway winds. Let's get the wind, yeah. 210 at 8. And since we're down here already, at Durango we've got 3041. And the average ISO is 11.
Good evening, ma'am. I'm doing good.
We'll do 20,000, 15,000, and 10,000. Okay, let's grab that. 324.21. At 15, we've got 339 at 7. And at 10, we've got 301 at 7. And that should do it. Let's have one more look. Around, and that looks good. Alright, let's get this set up now. Give you, don't need to load data sheet anymore.
Passengers bus is coming.
And I don't believe we're going to need the Captain CDU anymore. We're pretty much done there as well.
City with
Aspen 350, on clearance, clear to Atlantic City Airport as filed, maintain
21.9 is ground.
10 minutes after departure.
See if that's on.
119.2, squawk 1570.
Make sure tower's on.
3000, expect file 370.
That's looking good. That's set. That's set. Good. That is set. Alright, give me terrain, position, data, airport, station. I'm on the master. And we have 25 up there, yes. Okay, so you're good. Our initial heading out is going to be 73.
Ground for clearance was at regard 4969.
We're going straight up. MCP EFIS panels are good. Nose wheel steering is normal. Let's check these DUs. Displays look good. Auto flight. Very good. Alright, let's see. I've got artificial horizon is level. Ground speed 045 on the speed tape. V1 is 133. V2 is 142. 25,000 on the altitude. 273 on the heading. Local pressure is in, and I have terrain on the nav display. Alright. And one is set to auto. Speed reference set to auto. Reset fuel flow. I will take control surfaces there and rejected takeoff. That all looks good. All looks good. And let's get you going. And we have no fuel in the center tank, yes. Let's get this APU up and running. Test is done. Snow warning is good. Alright, let's get these doors buttoned up and let's get ready to get on out of here. I'm not connected to the simulator, really. For some reason, Navigraph isn't connected. Let's have a look here.
Passengers bus
It should connect when I start up the computer. Here we go. We're up now. I'll have to look at that setting. It should start up as soon as I start the computer, because it's the only thing I run this setup for is the flight deck. It doesn't do anything else. So. Alright, that's set. That's set. That's set. We're waiting on the APU. Did I start you? And let's get these doors buttoned up. How they doing outside? They're still loading. They're still loading stuff.
Passengers boarding started.
Oh, I gotta get that air off me. That's too much. I know there's a few people that asked me for some of the settings that I'm using for the PMDG. I'm going to work on that just as soon as I get done with this flight. And I know there was one gentleman that wanted my monitor experimental settings as well. So I'm going to get that out to you as well, just as soon as I get done with this flight.
Yeah, they'll be the Portland 1 departure, then a stop, on maintain 6,124.35 on departure, squawk 4610, and we're requesting a wheels up time, or push time, 0040.
They still doing cargo. I must have run through this pretty quick. I Let's get the APU up and running.
0053.
Confirm. And give me a minute on the clock. Hope everything back there is working. Last thing I have to check once we get on out of here is going to be the moving map display. I know a couple of times it was frozen on me for some reason. Not sure why.
Good evening, this is Apron 689, we got the information Zulu Center Fox 1,
Passenger's bus is coming.
comparable Airprint 689, heavy clearance.
And that's a minute.
This is around from 689.
Let's reset that.
Clearance, hello Turkey, 32 Golf, number Foxtrot 5, information from Turkey.
And let's get the APU up now.
Turkish 32 Golf Heavy, standby 1, please. And who was it at 2 again? 2743, 8 right, taxi straight out via hotel and modern 1912.
Thanks, Charles. I'm glad you like the new views. I'm hoping that they work out. Trying to keep me in check so I don't take too long trying to get my cold and dark up and running going. So I think that runs, I think about 28 minutes. So I do believe they're just about done loading up. And we can button up and get on out of here. I think it took me longer to set up this flight than it is going to be to run it. We're less than, oh no, we're 203 miles to Durango, so it's going to be a quick flight.
You can expect that. 9 on left, copy, 33.
Error 48, negative PMDG, requested and the Endeavor, Fear. Paperwork real quick. 1 second. What were the numbers for the aircraft into the clearance? That was Endeavor 48, 18. Yeah, for the Endeavor column, it just printed out. You're just now 30 minutes prior to your time. Are you able to get it now, or are you still need to read it? We're checking.
Might make these views a little bit smaller though. Might be a little too big. Although the only thing back there really is my seats. Might block out a touch of the window, but not much. Alright, I think they're done with the cargo. Let's have a look here. Let's get those closed. And these bad boys should be closed as well. So they are done. We should be ready to get on out of here. Let me get rid of that view for you. Give you the front view now. Oh yeah, I don't mind setting up the flight with the flight management computer and getting the flights all run from point A to point B. It's setting up all the different stuff in here and all the monitors to make them work on this one display. That's where it takes a little bit of time. But if the views work out, I don't mind. You should not be lit. Are you working here? Are you locked up? That should clear. There we go. I thought there was an issue before we even got out of the gate. Alright, we're all buttoned up. The doors are closed. Let's get out of here. Ground services. And we're up on APU power now. Yes, because every time I remove these and set up the push, I get disconnected from power. I've done that a few times. I believe 325 was good. And let's go. And let me have my map. Let's get that clock going. Actually, I should have pushed us with the nose right. But I'm not that bright lately. Alright. Let's get the packs off. Anti-collision lights coming on. And we're starting number 2. Are you on? On. They're off. That's on. That should be good. I should be getting juice here. I'm not getting anything. Interesting. Oh, here we go. Must have been a screw up with these switches there. Which is funny because I shut down this aircraft last night, cold and dark. I did a flight. Interesting. My monitors should be lined up real nice now. It took it a few more minutes to line these up. I realized how they got misaligned. I added a third experimental view in the center to get rid of some stutters. And when I did that, this center monitor is actually off from the one behind it. So I had to adjust for experimental 3. Alright, give me you. We are good there. Give me close you. You're going to auto, and we're starting number 1.
Tray tables and footrests should be secured, and your carry-on luggage placed under the seating probably row in the storage compartment. Please bring your seats to the upright position for takeoff. It is a federal.
And what I'll do, the edits for PMDG, I'll put them together in a little one-page little pamphlet, and I'll upload it to flightsim.to. So if you want to use the PMDG edits for your tiller and rudder and everything else, you're more than happy to try it. Hopefully it'll work for you. But it is set up for my control setup now. Hopefully you'll have just as much good luck with it as I have. Don't need you. And how about we get ready to taxi as well? Auto. Yeah, takeoff speeds have been verified. Recall. Alright, what do we have here? APU is needed. Master caution recall. Flaps are set for takeoff. Transponder TA. Auto weather radars. Auto flight controls are free and clear. We are good to go. So, yeah, I know the feeling, Charles. Taking a long time trying to find an issue and getting it corrected. I know that feeling. Let me make sure your screens are good here. I do believe they are. All right. Let's go. That really is a great view. Need to spend more time out in the mountains. I spent too much of my time in the cities. Well, up until 2020. Now I've been doing a lot of sightseeing, which is pretty cool. Let's go to tower. Let's get that other frequency in there. Hopefully there's going to be a nice smooth run. Let's swap you out. My clock. 10 is notified. Exterior lights, engine start selectors, auto throttle, arm, transponder TA, auto, parking brake release, 40%. And we are on our way. All right, Aspen, we'll catch you on the next run. It's 40%. We're stable. Doors? What doors? Ain't no doors open. That was an erroneous error there. Thrust is set. Airspeed's active. Check. Throttle hold. It's going to take us a little while to get up to V1 VR. Gear up. cool view. And that's 9100. Wow, look at that view, man. Beautiful. Flaps 1. What an amazing view. Looks like we're going to get hit with some cloud cover now. And you can have it, actually. That's 10,000. Flaps up. Oh yeah, we're getting hit with a little weather now. That's the inception point, and 303. Nicely done. So we've got less than 200 miles to go. And that is, yeah, that's fine. Let's get some air in here now. So it leans on that chart. We'll be making a left, and then we're going to come off that that sit once we hit was it Clement? And then we're going to head on down to Durango. So, and we don't have 188 miles to go, and we're there already. Clouds look great. The view is always spectacular. Multiple layers of clouds we have going on here, and it's still smooth. Running 7 monitors and 8 views. It's amazing. And swing all the way around. And 130. Nicely done. See if they can get that aileron roll fixed. That would be fantastic. Because I think that's the only thing outstanding that really bothers me. So it would be nice to get that worked out. So we are now on our way. How we zoom in here. And there's HBU right down at the bottom there. We're going to head straight there. That's 18. Once we straighten up out of this turn, we'll let them run around. It's pretty smooth. Yeah, see that little abrupt correction there. If PMDG can get that worked out. Because everything that I've tried in the configuration edits have not been able to do anything, so I'm still looking though. And from 130 we're going 163. $9.8 on the fuel, $9.8 on the fuel, right on the money. Hey John, how's it going? Daylight savings? Yeah, I could never stand daylight savings time. Could never get used to it. And being that we really don't have the shortages like we did way back when in the 70s, I don't see the reason for it anymore. Would be nice if they end up getting rid of it altogether here. Less than 10 miles to top a climb. You know what? We can let them run around. And we've got 164 miles to go. Nice quick flight. And then I'm going to put together some paperwork for a couple individuals that have been asking for the PMDG edits. So I'll get that done, and I'll get my screen settings out there for you as well, for my alignments for the left and right monitors. Should be in range. Picked a good day to make this run. The clouds are pretty cool. Even in them, you can peek through them and see down at the mountains. Ever so lightly. Very nice. And I wonder if that view is working for you. Let me try that moving map display here. Is that moving? I can't even tell. Let me see if I can. Oh yeah, we're moving there. Can I zoom in here? For those of you that can't read the Navigraph chart map, that may help you out a little bit better as to where we are along the route. That puts us at cruise. That's 17 minutes from the gate and 10 minutes from the runway. And we've got 74 miles to top of descent and 151 miles to go. And we got no vibrations again today in the engines. I wonder how it decides how it's going to give us that. Sometimes I've seen the vibrations in the left, sometimes in the right. Sometimes it's gone left, right, and nothing, and then left, right. I wonder if there's something programmed in there. Just to give you a little mix-up. Right now the vibrations are at 0.6. Nice and mellow. We got a 5-knot crosswind. I think it's cool enough down here now. Yeah, I know. That's why I don't bother changing my displays over the weather, because I never get anything. So that's why I have them both set to terrain. Usually I would be set on terrain. I'd have them set up on weather, and then once we get it crews, I'll switch over to weather and give them terrain. But since that doesn't work, but that's out of my control, nothing I can fix. So it's getting a little thick up here. But we're not getting bounced around, which is interesting. Figured there'd be a little turbulence in here. And there's a little bit of a swing there, but not much. Yeah, looks like we're flying into something. I hope we have a view on the way down. It's getting pretty thick here. It looks great though. And for those of you watching, you know, if you're on my channel on a regular basis, if you have an airport you want me to go check out, I have no problem going anywhere, as long as it's in the sim and I can find it. And that should definitely be in view. And moving at 50 miles top of descent. We hold it at 10. Get my map back. And that puts us right on the money. I tell you, these clouds look pretty wicked. I mean, I'm seeing them in 4K. You're getting them at 1080p, but man, a little in and out, then a peak at the ground, and then in and out. Man, beautiful ride. It should be in range now. Be nice we get to play in the clouds on the way down and it clears up on the way in. We have a very slight imbalance in the fuel. Don't have to fix it, but we'll go ahead and do it anyway. That little APU run. Yeah, we're good. Rio? Yeah, Rio sounds good. I go to Rio. Let me write that down, actually. SBRJ. That cloud looks pretty evil. $100 miles to Durango. And that wind is beginning to switch to a headwind. Still only 5 knots though. In the meantime, let me put this stuff in here while I'm doing nothing. Durango. What do we got? Under 20 miles at top of descent. Let's get them back in their seats. And just in case I'm running a little long here. Alright, decision height's going to be deuce. 200 on you. Let's get you in. Let's see, 66.43. Alright, so you're good, you're good. Oh, let's get that in. Look at that real quick. What did I say that was on the back end? Durango, 3041. That's good. And don't need you anymore. Yeah, that it does, Charles. 100 miles to Durango, yeah. I can see John Wayne in that. All right, 80 miles to go. And how about we get set in here? Oh, that's good. Here we go. And how about I swap that view out and give you the front view again? How about that? How about that? Hey, Sean, how you doing? Yeah, afternoon for me too. Yeah, it's almost even. Well, we're coming up on 5 p.m. I was able to get a flight in today. Then I have some paperwork to do after this. Get some info out for a couple individuals that are looking for my PMDG edits. That are not mine, actually. I got them from Alex. I tweaked my sensitivity settings and stuff for the axes a little bit, but the combination of the two has worked out beautifully. So I know a few people have asked for them. So I'm going to get that out, and I know a couple people want my monitor settings. The alignment, that is, as far as the experimental views. So I'll get that out as well. I'm doing pretty good. I'm having a pretty good day. And being that it's only 5 p.m., we're getting ready to come in. I may have something to eat, come back, get a second flight in today. Would really be cool. What do we have? 66 miles, and we're done. And it's been a beautiful ride. It's 30 minutes from the gate. 23 minutes since entering the runway. Nice quick ride. And we started cold and dark, so I'll take it down to securing the aircraft on the back end. And then I'll crank it back up again on my next run and see if that issue with a couple of these switches was just a fluke. Had a push button or two on here that were an issue, although I did have a problem switching over with power, so want to make sure there wasn't a user error on my part. About a little air now. Yeah, he has a lot of stuff in the works. I'm impressed with the amount of work that he's done in a relatively short period of time. It's really amazing. But I believe when it's done, there's going to be a whole lot of people that are going to be able to take advantage of that interface program. That should be in range, and you're 194. Got a little bit of rocking going on here now with the wind. But it's that same 5-knot crosswind now. Interesting. Let's get you set. We should be ready. We're coming up on 18. And we'll even go here. Bleed air panel auto. Pressurization panel land altitude is in. Passenger signs are on. Auto brake selector is set. Flight instruments and radios are all set. Altimeter is set for local pressure recall. And VREF at minimums, we'll get that in right now. And that is a pretty good view on the way in. Log 43 we're looking at right now. Switch over. And let's see if that frequency is on here. Let's see if that's on. Okay, good. That's good. And don't need you. It's 18,000. Yeah, we'll hold it at 10. And I do believe we should be on that chart by now. Yeah, I think he has a big update coming out soon for Device Interface Manager. I've been fortunate enough to work on his beta. I think the latest beta that's out is 11. I'm using 14. And he's done a tremendous amount of work, so I think the next update's going to be a nice big one. Man, this is one amazing view, man. I may be doing this run again sometime soon, or maybe the reverse ride. You're not asking for it yet, but you're off by a little bit on our descent profile here, so let me fix that up. Yeah, the CDUs, they're from Device Interface Manager. That's all set up, yeah. The only thing that's not running off Device Interface Manager are the display screens, which are pulled out from PMDG itself. That's basically it. And we are right on the money. I could run everything on the two CDUs on the one computer, but I run them on two only because when I start my flight, I can bring the CDU up on the screen here. So as I'm programming the flight, you can keep an eye on it because that runs on the same computer as my OBS that does the recording. Yeah, it's got us cutting short here. $25 miles to end the flight. And let's start slowing down, shall we? I'll take it. And now we're looking at 140. Missed. And we're holding it to. Yes. Give me 5. Yeah, if I actually had the ability to plug these two CDUs into my main computer, I could run the whole flight deck on one. It's amazing. I can't believe how much MS 2020 is able to push out and still maintain smooth performance. Give me 10 on the flaps now. And let's light them up. Nicely done. Give me the gear. See, this is where she plays a little bit too much back and forth. 15. Check that one more time. 143. And we're going to be holding at 10. 25. And we'll go right to VREF 5. Yep, it's already reset. I beat you to it, Johnny. And flaps 30. Yeah, it's definitely doing a lot of swinging over here. You know what? My bird. You're doing too much swinging, Johnny. Don't like that at all. So we have lights, engine start select is auto brake, landing gear, speed brake, flaps, and they have been notified. 10 notification, speed brake, landing gear, and flaps. We're good here, so give me you and you. Eight miles out. And like I said, once I'm done with this flight, I'll get all the PMDG edits out to you. It'll be on flightsim.to once I get that done. And a couple individuals that wanted my other monitor settings, I'll get some. I'll grab a couple of images from my experimental screen to show you how they're set up. See a little bit of flicker going on in the front. It's another beautiful run. Another good one, and this is another nice view. tell you, with these PMDG edits, she handles beautifully. It's as if I got a brand new steering box in an old clunker car almost. Wow, that is fantastic. Beautiful. That's a beautiful view right there. Landing.
50, 30, 20, 10.
Welcome to Durango. Tell John Wayne I said howdy. Well, I'm surprised I don't have any aircraft here. Get my clock stopped. And we're heading down now. I hope you enjoyed that ride. I had a blast. And I think the new views are going to work out. And although this gives me a little bit of a problem, I can still work it out. So, looks like that's going to work. And what do we have on our way in? To the gate. Exterior lights, APU, yaw damper, window heat, probe heat, engine wing, any ice, engine start selectors as needed. That's all set. Auto brake, speed brake, flaps, transponder, TA auto, and test. Very good. And I do believe we have arrived. Beautiful ride, PMDG. Beautiful ride. Ground services. Oh, set the chocks. Give me ground. Chocks are in position. Ground power is available. Ground power. Do we have ground air yet? We do not. Give me ground air. In the meantime, you're off, and you're on standby. Okay, and you off. Electrical power, APU or ground. We're on ground. Bleed air, we're on unconditioned air. Fuel levers to cut off. Anti-collision light is off. Passenger signs are off. Electric fuel pump switches are off. Electrical panel check set. You got to get the doors. Let these people leave, Johnny. Gonna miss their connecting flight. Electrical panel check set. Galley power is off. Window heat switches are off. Hydraulic pumps are off. Exterior lights is needed. We have position lights. Flight director switches are off. Chocks in position. Parking brake is off. And let's shut it down completely, and then I'll check again when I run another flight later on today. IRS selectors to off. Emergency exit light switches off. Exterior lights are off. Bleed air panel set. Engine start selectors to both. Ground power disconnect. AC/DC selectors to standby and battery switch off. All right, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that ride, man. I had a blast. I may get another one in today. If I do, I'll go live. See if I can get that done. Hopefully I can. Hey, Thrust Set, how's it going, man? Glad you found the channel. Hope you enjoyed the ride. And for everybody else that was here, Sean, and who else was here? Charles. I know, was Jet Driver here today? I don't even remember. Well, for everybody that was here, man, I hope you enjoyed the run. I always enjoy the company. It gives me something to chat with along my cruise. So I want to thank you for that. And I'll catch you later, everybody. Take care.